stand, support, and stop. I too have a dream. We all know the famous civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in his powerful I Have a Dream speech. Well, I too have a dream. When we turn on the TV or scroll through the internet, what do we see? We see violence and people not getting along, even the leaders. My dream is of a world filled with peace and people helping each other. Just as Dr. King said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? So really, what are you doing? What does that question really mean to you? It should mean peace. It should mean better education for young people. And it should mean a workable solution to end racism. I too have a dream. In my dream, all of the senseless acts of violence that are plaguing our world today will no longer exist. In today's world, it is far too easy for people with bad intentions and mental health issues to purchase weapons. My dream is a world in which people are not allowed to openly carry guns. A world with either stricter or more controlled gun laws. There are too many innocent people being killed. Just look at what happened in Charleston, South Carolina, Miami, Florida, Las Vegas, Nevada, and most recently, New York City. In nightclub, in movie theater, in elementary school, even a church. When is enough? Enough! Families are being completely destroyed by inexcusable violence. We must take a stand to end violence now. The future of our world depends on it. Will you stand with me? I too have a dream. In my dream, the educational system in the United States will not be a fractured, fragile egg, but a strong, bright diamond, able to support all of the pressures thrown its way clearly. The United States is one of the richest countries in the world, but lags behind other countries when it comes to education and student achievement. I wonder why. Could it be that this country doesn't support or value education as other countries? Now, that's a strong possibility. I dream of a world that invests in its children's education. A time when no one is arguing about school funding. A time when transportation to school, school lunches, and school textbooks and supplies don't trickle down to the worries of small children. We deserve a good education so that we can get good jobs when we're older to take care of our families. After all, we are the future. I too have a dream. In my dream, I envision a world through racism and hate. People should not be treated differently just because of the color of their skin, their religion, or any other preference they choose for themselves. I dream of a world with people who are open-minded, caring, and loving. People who embrace one another's differences and beliefs rather than judge and hate them. Just as Dr. King said, and I quote, "I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound to the starless midnight of racism and war, that the bright daybreak of peace and brotherhood can never become a reality. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word." Unquote. If everyone would just pause for a moment and truly think about the next person, their feelings, their struggles, their battles, and not only about themselves and about their beliefs, we can take that first big step to stop racism and stop the trickle-down effects of hate to future generations. I dream of a world with no racism or hate. I too have a dream. The Declaration of Independent States, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I challenge you, Take these words of our founding fathers and use them to guide your choices in life, to create a world with equality and happiness. I challenge you to dream of stand up for peace, dream of more support of our educational system, and dream of a world free of racism. If we truly are one nation under God, we must come together to better educate our youth. Come together to find ways to combat racism and hate. Come together to advocate for stricter gun laws. And most importantly, we must come together to love one another, protect one another, and cherish one another. I, too, have a dream, and this is my dream for today's world. Can we stand? Can we support? Can we stop? I, too, have a dream. Thank you.